Meghan blew up because it wasn't under her control.
This woman is so damn all over the place. Meghan Markle is making a new royal bid with fresh leaking to Page 6 after deciding to get some pap pictures with Ed Sheeran in New York as she returns very much to her Soho house girl roots. This, according to the Daily Mail, is Meghan Markle 3.0, as the newspaper that reveals the Duchess has set tongues wagging as she plans yet another relaunch after holding a cozy meeting with the new editor of US Vogue. But as the Royal News Network pointed out, if you're rebranding for the third time in 5 years, something has gone seriously, seriously wrong. And it has, because what Meghan Markle has proved in New York is not only that her marriage is in deep trouble and that her career is at crisis point, but that her relations with the media are that of a C-list celebrity. Like this leak to her favourites at People magazine, which breathlessly reported Meghan Markle and Prince Harry step out for dinner with Ed Sheeran in NYC at a spot with a special meeting. But when you look at the pictures of Harry on that night out, as the Royal News Network put it, that is the look of regret. And we know why he's regretful, because he actually never wanted to marry an influencer diva actress. He made that point. But that's what he's got. I mean, can I just take a look at this Instagram reel that we got from Meghan Markle as a result of the New York trip? I mean, this was a woman with the world at her feet who had the opportunity to make genuine change, and she is now acting like a teenage girl on the social media platform that she is in fact so desperate to shut down. This is quite unhinged behavior. And to me, it is a constant attempt to prove to the world that she's happy and that things are going well, when indeed we know that that is quite far from the case. According to Taz on that video, wrote the humanitarian postie in a video of luxury travel, her designer clothes and shoe collections. It screams, "Look at how rich I am." Personally, the shoes give RuPaul's Drag Race the size of those black ones. And I really liked this, actually. This idea of juxtaposing that Instagram reel of Meghan Markle with Prince Harry's own words about the woman he thought he was marrying.
Opened her small suitcase. She needed to get something. Here it comes, I thought. The mirror, the hairdryer, the makeup kit, the fluffy duvet, the dozen pairs of shoes. I was shamefully stereotyping. American actress equals diva. To my shock and delight, there was nothing in that suitcase but bare essentials. Shorts, ripped jeans, and snacks, and a yoga.
But that was all a ruse, Harry. It was a ruse, mate. She was fooling you. It worked. And now what you end up with is this celebrity lifestyle, which you claimed you never wanted. She is in control. As Meghan's mole pointed out, this is exactly why Meghan Markle married Prince Harry. Meghan wants 4 bodyguards trailing her at every moment when she called Paps to take her photo while telling Harry they are following her. Watch closely, and actually, let's just look at this video now, because Meghan's mom says, watch closely, as Meghan doesn't even acknowledge the black man holding the door. P.S. extra points if you know who the blonde woman is. Well, I do believe that the blonde woman is Meghan's agent at WME, the poor thing. So this was a business meeting that she attended without Prince Harry, but this is a pap walk. And she wanted the Paps there. She wanted to be seen. She absolutely loved it. And that is completely right. No acknowledgement for the little people. There was also Harry dining solo in New York. Watch.
After the New York trip, the conversation around Meghan Markle began to shift once again. What was meant to look like a casual visit started to resemble something far more deliberate, a calculated attempt to re-enter the royal spotlight. Reports quickly emerged claiming that Meghan's appearance in Manhattan was no coincidence. Several photographers were already in place, ready to capture her every move, almost as if the entire moment had been coordinated in advance. For many, it raised the same question once more: was this really a private trip, or was it another carefully managed public statement? Behind the scenes, multiple sources described how Meghan has been quietly building a new public image, one that could restore her influence on the world stage. After years of criticism and distance from the royal family, she is said to be working on what insiders are calling a soft relaunch, a slow, deliberate plan to step back into the public eye, but on her own terms. Part of that strategy includes reconnecting with the same celebrity circles that once opened Hollywood's most exclusive doors for her. Her dinner with high-profile figures, subtle press leaks, and even her wardrobe choices in New York all seem to fit a larger narrative, one designed to remind the world that Meghan Markle is still a major name. Media outlets in both Britain and the US picked up on it almost immediately. Page 6 in the Daily Mail published detailed reports on her every outing, what she wore, where she went, who she met. But what caught even more attention was how easily those details were available, as if the information hadn't been leaked accidentally but purposefully. It wouldn't be the first time Meghan has faced accusations of coordinating her public appearances. Critics argue that she has a long history of shaping her own narrative through selective exposure, appearing vulnerable when it suits her, and powerful when the timing benefits her brand. Yet to others, this is simply the behavior of a woman reclaiming her identity after being silenced by an institution that demanded obedience. Inside royal circles, however, the reaction was far less sympathetic. Sources close to the palace described frustration that Meghan's so-called royal return could once again drag the family into controversy. While no official statement was made, insiders suggested that senior royals were monitoring the media response closely, particularly how Meghan's actions might reflect on King Charles and the image of the monarchy. For Prince Harry, this situation places him in an increasingly uncomfortable position. Publicly, he continues to present himself as a man devoted to his family and his causes, yet privately, he is said to be caught between two worlds, the independence he and Meghan fought for, and the royal ties that still define his name. Harry's recent appearances have focused heavily on his charitable work, especially his Invictus Games Foundation, but even those moments are overshadowed by speculation about his marriage and Meghan's next move. Insiders say the couple are no longer fully aligned in how they wish to handle the media. While Meghan embraces visibility and glamour, Harry prefers privacy and controlled communication. That difference, some claim, has created quiet tension behind closed doors. Still, Meghan's supporters argue that her determination shouldn't be mistaken for manipulation. They believe she is a woman rebuilding herself, redefining what royalty means in the modern age, beyond the palace walls and protocol. In their view, her New York appearance wasn't about fame or power, but about showing resilience, proving that she can rise above constant criticism and continue to thrive. But for many observers, it's hard to ignore how often these private appearances align perfectly with new media opportunities. A fresh podcast is rumored to be in development. There are talks of future documentaries, brand partnerships, and even a possible fashion collaboration. Each step, according to sources, is part of a long-term effort to transform the Sussex brand into a global lifestyle empire. Meanwhile, the royal family remains cautious. Officially, they keep their distance, but insiders say they are aware of every move the couple makes. The palace understands that Meghan and Harry's global visibility, even outside the royal system, continues to affect how the monarchy is perceived abroad. That's why every appearance, every headline, and every statement is watched with quiet concern. As for Meghan herself, she continues to walk the fine line between celebrity and royalty. Her critics see a woman addicted to attention. Her supporters see a survivor, a woman navigating one of the most scrutinized lives in the world. But regardless of perspective, one thing remains undeniable. Meghan Markle knows exactly how to make the world talk. The New York trip might have been short, but it reignited an old debate that refuses to fade. Can Meghan truly build an independent identity, or will she always remain defined by the royal title she once walked away from? In the months ahead, that question may finally be answered. Insiders believe that Meghan is preparing for a major public appearance, one that could mark the next chapter of her story. Whether it sits a new project, a high-profile partnership, or another carefully staged media moment, one thing is certain. The spotlight she once claimed to leave behind is shining brighter than ever, and just like before, the world is watching, waiting to see what Meghan Markle will do next.